I am a breast cancer survivor. Um, Prior to getting the diagnosis of breast cancer, my life was very, very busy. I actually had been through a very dramatic divorce, had become the single parent of three boys, and just was really consumed with life, making sure that they were taken care of, making sure that financially we were taken care of. I also had started a group home business, so between caring for my sons and then caring for the group home, that's just kind of what had me going. So I was extremely busy, almost like I was on roller skates. Up to my actual diagnosis, there were a series of events that happened, and I think my situation was different or atypical in that I did not have any problems with my breast. I didn't feel anything. It wasn't something that in a doctor's exam, like, hey, this is what's going on. I felt like it was a God thing because it's like a chain of events happened in 1 week that pushed me to actually schedule. A mammogram. And it was simple things. As I said earlier, I was so consumed with my kids. So it seemed like an event that happened with one of my children, a band concert, it was causing me to be in front of women that had experienced breast cancer and was either completing their journey or was going through the process. And for some reason at those events, I would connect with them by giving them compliments and they would start sharing with me their stories of their breast cancer journey. And so I had about three occurrences of that in less than 1 week. And I have to also let you know that my mom is also a breast cancer survivor. So I'd been with her through her journey, and she'd always been asking me, Marie, take time, get your mammogram. But of course, I was too busy to do it. But after those chain of events in just 1 week, I realized, Marie, wait a minute, pay attention, schedule your exam. And that's when it all started. My process, it was interesting. I went and I had the mammogram. They called me probably just a few days after and said that the doctor wanted me to come in for an ultrasound. Um, and so I went in just probably a week after that in for ultrasound. I mean, basically, it was just to double check and make sure, either things were okay or they saw what they saw. And I will never forget that moment. She did the ultrasound, and the room was dark. It was cold, very quiet. And I remember the doctor coming in and saying, you definitely have breast cancer. And it's the kind of breast cancer that we are going to need to treat. We don't exactly know the course yet. It would take more tests to know that, but officially, you do have breast cancer that requires treatment. In that moment, I can tell you I was devastated. She was kind enough to leave the room. She said, I think you need a minute. And she left the room, and all kinds of emotions went through my mind. Being a single mom, um, having gone through the divorce, I actually had a conversation with God because I was very angry in that very moment. Um, because I thought, how could you do this to me? And how am I going to make it through this? Everybody's journey with breast cancer is different. And so mine was different, but I know that it was different because of early detection. And I can't scream that out loud enough how important it is to have a mammogram so it can be detected earlier. And so from the time that they gave me that original diagnosis, it was just a series of tests. We did the ultrasound, but then there was the biopsy. And from the biopsy, there was the MRI, which really said where the cancer actually was, the depth of it, and the magnitude of it, which would determine whether it was a mastectomy or lumpectomy, um, and so forth. So just a series of tests. So you still didn't know as you're going through the process, and then also establishing your medical team and connecting the dots with that. Like, what did you need? You had your regular doctor, you had your surgeon, you had your plastic surgeon, you had your oncologist. Um, and so that was developing that medically, but along with that, developing your support system, which I absolutely needed. Going through the journey of breast cancer and having it and going through the whole process taught me so many things. One of the first things that it taught me was how to enjoy life. Life is valuable. Life is so precious that we don't want to waste it on menial things or things that really don't add up to anything. And so now every day that I wake up, I see it as a gift. I see it on purpose. I enjoy life. I enjoy the people around me. I'm just grateful. It's like I have a whole new type of gratitude. One of the things I would want to share with women that are on this journey, going through this journey, or going through the process is to be sure, number one, that you are spiritually in touch um, with God, with your maker, because He is giving you insight through all of this. And also surround yourself with positive people, positive energy. That is so vital in this process. Disperse any type of negativity, is, if I can say it, any negative energy. You don't want that in your space or in your life. So I would say the first thing is to cut off anything that's negative or cut off anything that's not pouring life into you. And surrounding yourselves with positive people, informing yourself. Remember, everybody's journey is different. So your journey may look different than the next journey, but we all of our journeys together helps the next woman. And the main thing is just to build you up and know that you can do this. There's nothing too hard. Even in your hardest moment, you can do it.